balls picked up, and then we're gonna move on. Oh, Mike and Brandon, did you guys have anything to add quickly?
Pick up the balls, and then we'll
Done.
figure it out if we need to add.
Nice feedback. Thank you, coach.
I'll think about it, but I think we touched on everything.
Yeah, beers in the lounge afterwards.
Okay. Once the balls
Are
are
you done
up,
after
everyone
this?
come get one of these.
I have a lesson at 4:30 with Paul. I think you have a lesson at 4:30.
He will wait for us.
He's drinking beer.
So if that was a training session you attended, would you have enjoyed that last drill?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is our goal. We want people to feel challenged. We want them to feel like they want to come back. We want them to feel motivated.
I think you want all of them.
Everyone just grab one of those.
One game that you put the small man. You know what? I thought they were up by 20. I saw us winning by 3. Hold the stuff. We had the minus station. Oh. Because when you texted me, you just put Nickel State. Like, I didn't think it was a spread. But I was looking at the team that was Nichols. There was a team called Nichols. And I didn't see Nickel State, so I thought that was the same one.
They won by
They won by 3. Yeah, okay. But you won the other one. Yeah, they covered easily. You have anything to...
Forget about that. Okay. See Brandon who puts balls on the courts? Take a quick look
Who
at
was that?
Look at the document you have. This is the quality standards checklist. And based on what we did today and based on what I just did, see which things that I was able to kind of make happen. Like, did I do all these things? I wasn't great at using people's names, so I already know I didn't do that one as well as could be done. But everything else, have a look. Okay, this is sort of the thing we want to work off of. When we're doing, in general, but especially with rec groups, if we can make sure this happens, then we know we're leading a quality session and people are going to enjoy themselves.
I think for everybody, the only thing that I'll add, or the only feedback I would give based on the last hour is why you do what you do is really important for the players to understand, whether it's recreational or high performance. Okay, so even in rec tanks, even in mini tanks, when the kids can't even rally, like, they need to know it's like this is how you're going to win more points. Because if they can win more points, they have more fun. And if they have more fun, they enjoy the game. They enjoy the game more, they want to come back. You know what I mean? And that's where, especially in the rec stream, that's where you get the kids to maybe transfer to the high performance stream later. So, you know, in Andy's drill here, it was like, you know, keep the ball deep because this doesn't let the person attack. I don't think that would be, maybe he wouldn't say that if it was a rec program of orange ball players, but, you know, he might talk about controlling the height of the volley, you know, to keep it deeper, or the, you know, the ball is setting low, whatever it is. But it's really important you always, they know why you're doing it. Does everyone understand that? And we have to get out of, that's one of the things, we have to get the kids to play points and play the game more, because there's this idea in tennis that doesn't exist in other sports. Kids take tennis lessons, but in other sports like hockey or soccer, they don't take soccer lessons. They don't take hockey lessons. They go play hockey. They go play soccer. So we have to kind of, that's, I don't know, it's just this thing that's been around tennis for a long time. So when the kids come for their lessons, yes, they're there to practice, but they're there to play, especially in the rec stream. I think they should play a lot. Okay, does everyone understand that?
Perfect, okay. Awesome. So, here's what's gonna happen. Put that with your stuff, and then everyone come grab one of these, please. Yeah, oh no. Oh no, because you know, okay, the page number. The page, like, Everyone has one of the ball control forms? All right. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We spent time in the Zoom session going over all of these questions. So we've seen the answers to everything. So now the thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to be able to speak to the group, demonstrate, and explain whatever one you get. So Mike has a hat full of... So, go ahead, everyone, just grab one. Take one, and if you can't tell what letter it is, then there's a letter beside each one of the different questions. Each of you is going to have one letter you're going to have to do. So we're not going to do all of them. We'll see. No, each person will get their own.
Yeah, good question.
Okay. Perfect. Everyone got one? Yeah. Okay.
I'm so good at
Okay. That's it.
I know. It doesn't matter. It starts with K and
All right, we're good? Everyone knows which one they have? Does anyone need me to come and clarify my bad writing? Everyone can tell? Fantastic. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I will demonstrate the first one. I didn't give anybody A. So let's get everyone down here on the side, please.
Where are we?
Everyone just be over kind of by the camera. All right, everyone be down here. And Brandon, Miss Brandon. So everyone come on down, be down on this side, so I'm talking to you guys as the group. And could someone just read me what is A? I didn't
Directly determines the height of a shot?
Perfect, okay. So I'm going to demonstrate what you're going to each come up for the one you have to do. So what directly determines the height of the shot? So the height of a shot is determined by the path of the racket and the angle of the strings. if I wanted to hit a ball low over the net, I would want to have a relatively level path and level strings. So if we say that's the shot that I hit to begin with, if I wanted to increase the height, I could change the path, maintain level strings, and swing more low to high. That makes the ball go slightly higher. I could increase the angle, or sorry, change the angle so the strings are pointing up, and maintain the path. That will also make the ball go a little bit higher. The other thing I could do is I could increase the speed of my stroke. So if I hit the ball faster, let's say this was the speed of the initial stroke, and I have an upwards path, and let's say an upward string face and a level path, and I swing faster, the ball will go higher because it goes farther. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the things that directly determine the height of the ball. Okay? They're determinant of height, not influencing to height. So this is what you're going to have to do, is come out and show and explain the one that you have. Okay? Does anyone have B? Yeah. B, Mike Donsky, you're up. Okay.
Pass is like a drill.
No, pass is path, angle, speed. So when you just
Oh,
talked
like
about
with the angle of the
path
racket. Yeah.
angle of the racket,
Yeah.
and then the speed of the racket. Yeah.
Alright, so what can a player do with the racket to hit a lob higher over the opponent's head? So, like Andy said, they can swing the racket a little bit fast. So they can go more low to high, right? Like this. They can also accelerate the racket a little bit more. It's gonna go higher. They could also open the racket strings, right? This is my initial shot. I just open the strings a little bit. Ball's gonna go higher, right? And that's about it.
That's
so
it?
They can change the path, angle, and
So this is very good. Mike obviously knows his ball controls well because it took him this is the thing, if you know them well, these will take you like 30 seconds to do. They don't take long. Yeah, you don't need to talk a lot, okay? Okay, who's C? Anyone get C? D? E? F? G? G, you're up. Anyway, you can put it on your pocket or you can put it on your shirt, whatever you want. Well,
Which one do you have?
B. This part represent have to be the slice, right?
okay, so which one did you get?
You better know that. We go over in the provincial flag.
Have the
What
ball
does a
with
player
right,
need to
and
do
hit the ball with
to
a little
extend their hitting zone?
Okay.
Okay,
And which ball control is this? Direction?
this is direct.
Direction, so, okay.
What letter are we on?
What are you, G?
G.
Yeah.
G.
So I'm gonna start with an analogy I like to use. Okay. When you want to extend your hitting zone, I like to imagine that you put your racket on a shelf of books, and you try to push those books all off the shelf while maintaining, not changing the height, keeping the height there, and trying to imagine pushing all those books off the shelf. So a way you can sort of do it technically and increase the hitting zone is first, have a good impact point, that's number one. Be in a good neutral position can help you really keep your racket going towards your target. Obviously you need to have that impact point, and I guess just extending your path, your follow through, so it's not a quick short follow through, but you keep that follow through extending a little bit farther towards your target.
That's good. So, tomorrow. That's good.
Thank you.
So I'll add two other little things to go along with that. Adrian did a very good job of showing. So what did he show with his wrist? What was his wrist position every time? Yeah, it's a laid back wrist position. You need to have a laid back wrist to have that ability to allow your racket to maintain the position the longer you go. The other thing that's going to help is as you rotate your hip and shoulder, the longer that rotation goes, the longer I can reach forward. Does that make sense? Okay, so everything Adrian said, but just with those two additions. Okay, who's H? Who's number H or letter H? Luis, which one's yours?
How to hit using a forehand to the backhand, the inside.
Perfect. Okay, so this is direction.
Right.